Welcome to the 2016 Midway Village Great War event. What we're doing this weekend is telling the story of the Great War.
I'm Dave Fornell, the Re-enactor coordinator for the Great War event at the Midway Village Museum in Rockford, Illinois.
New this year, we have a full-scale replica of a French Fornell tank. We also have a full-scale replica of a trench train, and we'll be showing how those work in battle.
This is an event that has about 250 reenactors at it. It makes it the largest public event for World War I in the country.
And many new displays and impressions to show off this year.
Today's nice, right?
Yeah.
This is our 5th year of doing this at Midway Village, getting ready for the centennial in the United States of the Great War.
This is the first partner reenactment event with the U.S. Centennial Commission based out of Washington for the U.S. Centennial of the World War I involvement in 2017-2018.
Second U.S. Gallery.
The National Centennial Commission for World War I from D.C. is going to be here today, observing what we do and looking how we tell the story of the Great War, and we are partnering with them for the centennial of World War I in the United States.
This year we have new additions with our first piece of armor, an FT-17 French tank, and we also have a British armored train that's behind me. Additions at this event also, we extended our trench to about 200 to 250 yards with 2 opposing trench lines, and we also have additional displays in 16 buildings at this event.
And we're proud to tell this story and bring history to life here at Midway Village. Thank you for coming out to support it.
We've got a good seat if you want to hang around.
Welcome to Midway Village Great War event. I'm Reverend James Bennett. I'm the chaplain for the Welsh Guards unit, and I've been assigned to the Guards contingent here today. I will be doing evening prayers and a full evening mass. Please come. This is not my wife. However, I knew her late husband quite well. He was a mortician in my parish. He's not with us anymore. Landmine.
We're going to start the battle here. I'll set the stage for you. It's 1914. It's in France. The Germans have been advancing out for 2 to 3 weeks, and they're in northern France. They swept through Belgium. They swept the Belgian army across the side, and they continue pushing into northern France. Their goal with the Schlegel plan was to sweep into Paris within a few weeks, take the city, knock the French out of the war, transfer all their troops to the Russian front, and then take Russia. Germany was starting a 2-front war because when the war broke out, the Russians came to the aid of Serbia that was originally invaded by Austria, and when the Austrians had war declared on them by the Russians, the Germans had attacked the Austro-Hungarians to come to their aid. They realized that they were going to get into a 2-front war because France had attacked Russia as well, and if they got attacked, they would be brought into the war. So that's how all these parties started fighting. The British are a little bit latecomers. They didn't originally not want to get involved in the war, but there is a Belgian neutrality, which the treaty back in the 1850s guaranteed Belgians, if they were ever attacked, the British would come to their aid. And also, that came to fruition in August of 1914. So, the French army at the time was still wearing uniforms that was very typical of what they had probably from the Franco-Prussian War, and some of the pieces of uniforms were back to Napoleonic era. They were the last major army in Europe to not lock arms, insisted to get rid of it because of national pride. Those red pants helped make them very good targets in 1914, and they lost close to 1 million men within the first 5 months. The French are trying to hold this town, one of the small provincial towns of the Germans, but the Germans outwitted the mass. And a constant retreat through northern France until the first for the Marne. The line was finally stabilized. Warfare started at the end of the year. At this point, forces were still used for still quite movement and being able to flank and maneuver. But at the beginning of the war, machine guns were relatively limited. Machine guns per battalion. So, weapons of the war in early 1917. They were also rapid rate of fire. You see that they have firing lines that are setting up. Some of their tactics back to 50 or 80 earlier with fire. One of the problems with it is that now you have high rate of fire weapons where you can fire 3-round box magazines, 3-round box magazines from the they can keep a relatively high and with accuracy of several hundred yards to a mile, it distances, they didn't have to use mass for a single sniper with a rifle who's a marksman could targets at half a mile away. 40 years earlier, if you it's like in the Civil War, you still would have needed mass fire to still be able to hit a target in any range. Their entire strategy was based around attack, because they sat back in fortifications in the Franco-Prussian War of 1870-71, and they were beaten by the Germans. It was determined that in the future they would attack and they would be able to carry the day with élan, their honor and their guts, to be able to carry a position with bayonet and rifle. But they did find, because of those tactics, in the red pants, they were mowed down by droves. The British, too, and the Germans, all sides that were fighting, really thought that this war was only going to last a couple of months, and that everybody would be home easily by Christmas 1914. Everybody expected to be victorious, and everybody expected that they had the best weapons, the most modern weapons, to carry the day. In reality, because of the modern weapons, it just made the slaughter much more efficient, and it made it industrialized. For the first time, industrialized scale to both aircraft, machine guns used in modern combat in large numbers, and modern bolt-action rifles. There's an arms race in the late 1800s where every 5 to 10 years, countries were replacing or upgrading their weapons to build a better mousetrap. It started with small arms and eventually went to dreadnought battleships, eventually aircraft. At the beginning of the war, they were paper, fabric-covered aircraft that could barely stay aloft for more than half an hour. By the end of the war, they had high-velocity fighter aircraft and multiple machine guns. They could outmaneuver anything and outlast anything in this increase. It was still a war of gentlemanly manners in some regards in 1914. Although marching the officers off, or they'll march the prisoners off, they'll be treated pretty fairly. But as the war dragged on, it became much more worse. In this case, the Germans have secured this town and they'll continue to march forward. This town near Lille, France, will remain under a German occupation for 2 years. couple minutes to lease up the battlefield. If you find any blanks on the ground, you're welcome to pick them up, but make sure that they were fired. If there's any question, please show them to a reenactment because unfired